EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And a pretty poor return as he will dominate. To give himself up. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for him, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Rodgers. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. The quick slant caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, he's trying for Smith. Shoots. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Rodgers now on 1st down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown!
Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they give it up just on their side of midfield, and, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Quickly out wide, this is Watson. And they'll get this down to the 10. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Slant route. That's complete to Travis Kelce. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, but it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to try and go deep again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
And they give the Jones off tackle. And a solid run down inside the 30. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Rodgers will throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
Now Mahomes.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. But to be blunt,
Packers defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now it's Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Completes it again to Dobbs.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So flagged for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually. And they'll hold on to the football as well.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Hey, 57, 57.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
43, 43. Hey, 43, 43.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Hey, 57, 57, call it. Hey, rip left.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And I think the ball's out. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Rodgers now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Hey, Sunday. Attack! Yellow! Easy! Finish the game!
On first down, Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yellow! Color!
To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave him with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now here's Mahomes. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, color, color.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Hey, 43. Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Walker able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Yellow.
2nd and 20.
Hey, 15. Hey, 43, 15. Attack. Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day three corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday. Hey, Rimlet.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Are you? You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah,
and shutting him off, now open field. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Rodgers looking to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense. And they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20. As he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
There, maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This time Jackson will throw it.
And this goes out wide for Drake.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Packers nothing. Justin Tucker with the kickoff football.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Packers. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that.
Here's Jackson. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Working from the gun. Rodgers.
And complete once again to Watson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Rodgers going to throw.
And Lazard's got it again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
after the incompletion. Here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. The 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan,
48 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good to make it 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
from just inside the 20, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
Quick slant to Watson.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come. Over here.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run off tackle with Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Going quickly out to the right side. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the map there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. Now they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over first down again at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Play one, and Prescott to the air. That is caught by Lamb.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback. Reading the pressure that was brought, they both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Prescott on 1st down. Flush to his right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Room here to run. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now a play fake. Rodgers out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Rodgers.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go back to the ground with Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. This is caught, and it's a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs,
26 yards.
and the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a one-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott to throw it. Buying time to his left.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Second and 7.
Now it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Packers touchdown. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll find Jones again, complete. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And off we go from Lambeau.
From the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Running right, Jones.
To about the 35, second down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go again to Jones. Always got some breathing room. Touchdown, Packers. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Past the 20. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 74 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically picking 6 points the other way, but the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the 10.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones.
Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle, Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. first down. Allen. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A check down here to Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Able to find Lazard. On 1st down, Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Allen. Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And again, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
A final shot before half for Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To the air, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen steps away to his left.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now Allen again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, 54 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And the slot man goes in motion left. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They run with Hines, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Allen going to go on 4th down. Being chased out left. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers, and the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack,
He's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. That's complete to Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 135 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
The kick by Crosby is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
Fields this way up at the 17.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. forced out to his left.
That is complete downfield to Knox.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Now it's Hines. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing is Allen on third.
Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This is Hines. Runs over it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Second and 14.
Rodgers going to throw.
Pass complete, Tunyon.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. The yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to throw, Rodgers. It's complete, Lazard. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Got a man, it's Tunyon. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. This one swung out here to Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Rodgers to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.